How in the world are you?
I'm back in school, which I'm not happy about. I'm kind of happy about it because although I enjoyed my winter break and it was beautiful, I loved every second of it. I also got really bored after doing 2 weeks of nothing. This is like no one's gonna hire you to work for like 2 weeks and be like, or no, hire you for like a week and be like, oh hey, I'm turning in my 2 weeks notice. Thanks for the money. Like no one's gonna hire you here, so it's like I couldn't get a job. So
Get a job, Matt.
well, I'm trying to now, but it's just like a month and a half of doing just nothing. So it's nice to like have a purpose of living, to like accomplish these tasks. So that made it sound really depressing. Like I like living. I enjoy living. It's just like it's hard to do things when you don't have like a reason to get out of your house. It's like, oh, another day. What do I have? Not a job. What do I also not have? Friends to hang out with because they're all working at jobs. So I guess I'll just like sit on my couch and I'll watch TV.
And the thing is, like, if you're a younger person and you're hearing Matt say this stuff, when you have a job and you take on responsibilities and you get a sense of duty and all that stuff, it's very hard, I would say, to stop doing that. To, like, go back. Say, when you have a job, you no longer have a job, it's hard to, like, be unemployed and feel like you're not wasting your time. Is that what you feel like?
Yeah, no, because it's like I'm not doing anything. I'm not contributing to society in any form. So it's like I'm literally wasting space right now.
Gives you an appreciation.
Yeah, for like anyone who's just like, oh, I can't wait to do nothing. There's only so much nothing you can do before it's just you feel like nothing.
That is true, and that is why there are things like video games.
Exactly. But I don't have the money to buy those either, so it's just the ones that I have, or the ones that other people have, and I play them. But, I guess I'm like halfway, because it's like, I'm happy to be doing something, and like, getting out of the apartment because I have to, but at the same time, it's like, why does it have to be school?
Yeah.
So, how about you?
Well, this week things have gotten back to normal for me at work, and I don't always want to talk about work, but we're pretty much, for the most part, back up to full strength as far as the different people on my team. So that is good. That is this week has been much easier. So thankful for that. And my dog was outside on Wednesday, and he is an indoor dog. So when I came home, he had been outside for like, I want to say 8 hours by himself, and he didn't run away. He even so we let him out, and I guess we forgot to let him back in. And honestly, full disclosure, it's not the first time we've done this. Sorry, I know, horrible person. I probably deserve to die over a dog, but he actually bit his leash off and came around to the front door and just must have stayed there all day. I mean, it wasn't, we are in the middle of winter, but it wasn't one of the colder days, so he was okay. He's just very thirsty when I got home. So
Do you not have a fence in your backyard?
no fence.
This whole time I thought you had like a fence back there.
Nope, it's all open, and he could have run away, but he didn't. So I have a very well behaved dog.
Or
So
he's smart and realizes if he had run away anywhere, he probably would have died.
yeah, he is small. He's tiny. I think he might have shown up on the uh, stream of me playing The Last Guardian. I think he at one point got on the couch with me. So
There's also on the Walking Dead video that we have on our channel.
that's right. Yeah,
there was like a huge thing, and that was the most comments we've ever had on like any of our videos, and at least half of them were about how Tank just like sneaked a chip or something.
Yeah, because we had chips on the table, and he kept like scouting around, making sure nothing had fallen on the floor.
I thought it was so funny that not only is that our most viewed video, by the way, of just like not even like people talking about something, but people watching a TV show, like that's a thing. That's our most popular video, which is, I think it's awesome that we have a video on our channel that has more than 100,000 views. I think it's stupid on what video it is, but
Yeah.
I love that like half the comments on that video, like I think there's like 105 comments on there, like last I checked. I just think it's funny that like a lot of them are just like about the dog.
People love dogs.
Yeah. They probably hate you.
We have a cat too.
To get both sides of the internet.
Yeah. Because heaven forbid you have both. So, what you playing?
I have been, oh my gosh, still shiny hunting, and now I have actually started shiny hunting for other people, because I wasn't aware of this. No, that's the wrong way of saying it. This is the easiest game, in my opinion, to complete the Pokédex, because I don't know if Pokébank is out yet. I know it's supposed to come out this month. I'm pretty sure about that. But because Pokébank wasn't available when Sun and Moon came out, the National Pokédex couldn't be completed. So instead of having a National Pokédex in this game, it was just the Region Pokédex.
Mm-hmm.
And like each island had its own like sub-dex that you had to fill out. And it was like some Pokemon are on like every island, some are only on like one island, some are on two, so like stuff like that. And then like the whole region is itself has its exclusive Pokédex. And that includes Ultra Beasts and the island deities. And I completed it, which is the first time I've ever completed a National Pokédex. So when you complete that, I don't know what game they started doing this in. I think it may have been 5th gen. When you complete your National Pokédex and you go and talk to, I think sometimes it's the professor, sometimes it's someone else. And this one, like they act like Game Freak put their office in the game, and if you go there and you talk to the president, he gives you a shiny charm.
Yeah, they did that in Gen 1.
Did they?
Yep, they had a building that was Game Freak employees.
Well, did they have the shiny charm?
No, there were no shinies.
Yeah. Yeah. No, there were. No, that was 2nd gen. That's right. But yeah, I have friends who still haven't done that. Now, to be fair, I'm quite possibly crazy for this game, and I beat the game in under 36 hours, which I'm sure someone's beaten it like in a smaller amount of time than me. I actually kind of hope so, because that means that I'm crazy, but I'm not the craziest person. And I completed the National Dex by, I want to say like 100 about 100 hours. So I started shiny hunting, and some of my friends haven't gotten the National Pokédex yet, so they made requests to me. It's like, hey, if I can get you like a really good like IVs and EVs are just like great and a nature for a Pokemon, if I can get you that, can you get me a shiny? I was like, maybe, depending on the Pokemon, because there are some Pokemon that I want to shiny hunt, and there are some that I don't, because I think that their normal colors are fine and their shinies are garbage. So I was like, if you can give me this Pokemon, sure, because I don't like its shiny form, but its normal self is fine. So I give them a shiny, and they give me a really strong Pokemon. So I've been doing that along with shiny hunting for myself, which has been dumb. It's Right now, I'm shiny hunting a Pancham for myself, and I just got done shiny hunting for oh, what is it? Oh, that sucks. I can't believe I forgot its name. Um, to be fair, there's like 820 something Pokemon, so I don't.
That doesn't matter.
Minior. That's right, Minior. Shiny hunted a Minior for a friend. So did that. Now I'm shiny hunting for myself again. That's terrible, and it makes me hate my life because of how long it takes. Also, I've been playing a game called Project Zomboid with my roommates. That's a game on Steam, and we got it legally.
That's always a good thing.
Yeah, because we had the money to buy it legally,
Using legal tender.
not going to a website. And it's basically like a zombie survival game, but it's done from like a top-down perspective. And if you play by yourself, it's one of the worst games you can ever play because it's really boring by yourself.
Oh, gosh.
But if you have more than one person playing with you, it's so much fun because you get to, it's basically like you can control the like how long it takes for like hordes to build up.
Mhm.
And like you can control like the strength of the zombies, how fast they go, how good their senses are, how strong they are. Like you can go really in depth with them, and you can go in depth with like being able to find items or something. So you can make like a really like there's not really a realistic way to do that because zombies will probably never happen ever. So from like comic book or movie lore based on zombies, you can like recreate them and give yourself like a fighting chance. So it's really cool, and we've been playing that like all week, and we've been building up, and it's really fun too because when you think that you've got something safe, just like a horde will just like you'll go out to like look for items and like a horde will just be coming at you, so you run back to your base. And we made it to where like zombies have like poor memory and stuff like that, and like sometimes they just have the luck of like finding exactly where we live, and they'll just come and they'll just like tear into our house, and we'll have to like get as many items as we can and just like jump. You do have a carry weight, which I think is really cool that you can't just like pile crap on you and just like be your own base. Like you have to be constantly moving and like trying to make, it's like a contest to see if you can build a strong enough base to take on these hordes before the hordes can come at you while you're building it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a really fun game. I would definitely recommend it if you have a bunch of people that you play video games with and you need something new to play. That's a really fun game.
Huh. Well, I have a big announcement. It's at least big to me. I'm done with Smash Brothers. And one of the characters that I used this past week, Cloud, and now that he's been out for over a year now, and like, you know, when a character comes out, like until you get used to him, like you might think, oh, he's a cool character, he's the best character in the game, or this is really neat that you could do this with him and no one else. That effect usually fades after some time. Didn't ever with Cloud. There's nothing so satisfying as on the stage that is from Pikmin. I'm not sure what the name of it is. I think it's called the Garden of Hope. But it's the one where you have a bridge in the middle and the bridge can be destroyed. The final KO I got on my Cloud versus level 9 Marth match was meteor smashing Marth right into that gap right before the bridge reformed. And I saved the replay. So yeah, Cloud, yeah, absolute beast in that game. I'm convinced he's the best character. Just crazy, crazy good. So with that being said, so great success with Smash Brothers, not so much with Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance. I've been playing for 40 minutes, and I forgot to save at a particular save point. And I did a challenge, and the point I'm at in the game, I'm in the grid, which is the Tron world. I haven't run into any challenges that have been like really hard, so I just jumped into this challenge. I think it was like maybe a 3-star difficulty, not that bad, and I just got wrecked and died in the challenge. And I completely forgot that when you die in the challenge, it's the same as losing it's game over. And I'm stubborn with games. If it gives me the option to continue or load the game, I will load the game, just because I don't like having like a death count in my games, even though the game may not care or take track or keep track of how many times you die. Especially with Kingdom Hearts, because the first game did that. I think 1 and 2 both gave you a tally at the end of the game of how many times you died. And I always loved to complete the game saying, 0 deaths. Even if I did get a game over, I would just, load up my save. Yeah, that happened, and I lost 40 minutes. So now that I'm done with Smash Brothers, I'm just going to be exclusively playing Dream Drop Distance. So there is that. Also, this week we have Kingdom Hearts 2.8 coming out, as well as Resident Evil 7, which we will be streaming probably next weekend. Look for that on Twitch. And you will not want to miss it. I'm convinced it's going to be very enjoyable to watch.
Steven has this correct mindset that playing the game, I will have reactions that will be hilarious. And if you're like sliding through these videos and this just so happens to be the one that you see and it's like, oh, it's just faking it. No, I'm not. I got scared when I got out of the shower and my roommate came up the stairs and he turned too fast. I actually got scared at that.
You're adorable.
I need to know. That's a part of one of my fears of like not knowing what's around me. Like I hate that I can only see like this far with my peripherals. I hate that I can't see behind me. I hate it. And when like something comes around really fast, it scares me so much. So
I can see
also, anything that's super creepy and disgusting, like horror games and horror movies, can't stand them. I actually went to go see the Blair Witch when it came out. Now you could argue that it's like, oh, that's not even a scary movie. Like you can tell that it's like a monster. I don't care if you can. If it looks good enough, or if it's just like a jump scare, I'm gonna cry like a baby. I think I watched the first 30 minutes of that movie, and then for the remainder of that movie, I was crouched, like, I basically looked like this, and I was doing this.
You have the shutters ready.
What?
You have the shutters ready.
I was like, my eyes might not even be strong enough. I was like, I can't see anything. I can't hear anything. Which was dumb because I heard everything. And it was more terrifying not looking at it because I was... I don't want to say this just because like I'm an artist, but I am a very creative person. And in my head, I have really good just sense of like mental visualism. Watching a horror movie and not watching it but hearing it is almost worse for me because I will recreate it, but it's more real in my head. So that was fun. So in a horror game that looks as good as Resident Evil, like Resident Evil 7 looks amazing.
Yeah, it does.
I'm looking forward to it because like I'm trying to stream like some footage of Overwatch. Like I tried to this week, and I had some difficulty with it. I'm gonna try again, and hopefully it'll work. And I'll try and put something out this week too. But this will probably be the first thing that we play. I really wish that I had played something that made me look like a little bit more noble.
Because the first thing I got to stream was a game that I've been looking forward to for almost a decade, The Last Guardian, and I enjoyed every single minute of it, and I played through the game 3 times in a row. Loved every bit of it. You get to stream Resident Evil 7, which will probably reduce you to a puddle on the floor.
I don't even get to play a game that I like or love. That's the first thing we get to do. Not only is it a game that, and it's not because like it scares me. Like I've seen gameplay for like a few of the others, like Resident Evil 4. I probably could play that, and I could play that and be completely fine. I just choose not to because I'm too like that series has been going on for too long that like it's weird to jump into it.
But this is a great point to jump in, to be honest.
Because it's completely redone. Like, they're not doing it the same as, like, any other Resident Evil game.
And I would say 4, because that's where, honestly, I jumped into the series. I haven't played any of the original PlayStation ones. I haven't even played the remakes, just because tank controls, static camera angles, not a fan of that. 4, the worst time I had playing through it was the first time, because I didn't know what to expect. The game gets more enjoyable to play on subsequent playthroughs just because not everything takes you by surprise. There are still moments, okay? And I don't know, depending on your personality, maybe you might think that subsequent playthroughs are worse because you know when there's a bad part that's about to happen and you're just like, I'm not looking forward to this. Resident Evil 4 definitely has those moments, even though that's like one of those games that I probably play through once every 1 or 2 years just because I love that game so much. I have a feeling 7 will probably be the same way.
And the worst part is, like, I can tell when those moments are sometimes, and it's worse because, like, I have to go through there to continue through the game. I just don't want to look. And I can't do that because I have to look like I'm some kind of a man. So, like, I have to at least look straight at it. You should look forward to it.
It will be something to be looked forward to. You can watch it live. We're, of course, going to have it on the YouTube channel after the fact. But either way, definitely watch it.
After this game, I'm going to have, like, the 1,000-yard stare. Just really...
Hello, darkness, my old friend. Do the whole Ben Affleck, sad Affleck meme, but with you.